Hi, everyone. It's Martha, and I'm here to tell you about our upcoming 2020 Quality Driven Conference. Now, if you've never been to a quality driven conference, then you're in for a treat because it's really different than most conferences out there. It's not a large conference. We limit it to 100 people, and we do that for a specific reason. We want some intimate networking, and we want it to feel very homey and like you're with a group of friends, which you are. So this year in 2020, we'll be having it at Savannah, Georgia. And it's in Savannah, Georgia, because that's really one of my favorite places to go. I love San Diego, where we've been the last 2 years, but Savannah is going to be equally as awesome, but in a different way. So you fly into the Savannah Hilton Head Airport, which is closer to the Savannah than it is Hilton Head. But you land, and the airport's touristy, it's small, it's quaint. You get an Uber you really don't want to rent a car. You get an Uber from the airport to downtown Savannah, and we're staying at a hotel called the Bryce. It's a Kimpton hotel, which is a higher level Hilton hotel. Now, this is the end of May of 2019, and we are already really, really booked at that hotel. So if you can't get a room there, you can do a couple of things. You can go ahead and hold a room at a higher rate, the non-group rate, or you can book something right around there. The only bad thing about booking at a different hotel is you'll have to walk back and forth when we have the evening events and so forth, but it's not the worst thing in the world, and Savannah is extremely safe in the historic area. So you're just fine, and you probably won't be alone. But then try to arrive either on Tuesday, February 19th, or Wednesday, February 20th, because we do have some pre-events going on that are just touristy and fun. So if you want to join us, you join us then. I'll tell you what we have planned. On Wednesday, February 20th, we have a trolley tour that will come by the hotel and pick us up as a group. And you can choose to go on it 1 day or 2 days. The great thing about the trolley tour is that it takes you all around the historic area, which is, I don't know how many square miles, but you can hop on, hop off. So you can use it almost like your little taxi service too. But they give you all the history of Savannah, and there's a ton of history about Savannah. So that's Wednesday during the day, February 20th. And then that night, if you want to, we've got a group going to a ghost tour. Savannah is very known. I think it's supposed to be the most haunted city in the U.S. There's a ghost tour at this historic house called the Sorrel Weed House, and they take you all around, and you use, I call them Geiger counters. I know that's not what they're called. The things that, make noises when there's supposedly, I don't know what you even call them, spirits. As you can tell, I'm not a big believer like my daughter, who's big into the ghost hunting, but it's fun. It's a cool house, if nothing else. And so we'll do that at night, because when do you go ghost hunting? You go at night. So you could even fly in later that day on Wednesday and be able to do that. Then on Thursday, February 21st, is that correct? Yes. And we're doing a trolley tour again that day. And that's for the people who didn't get in early enough and want to do it, or the people who want to do it 2 days. So there's a trolley tour if you want to do that, totally optional. Then during the day, Simple Growth, Mike Callahan is going to be offering some training around Service Autopilot. If you've been previous years, we've had something Service Autopilot sponsored, but this is different. This is like an extra day-long seminar that would be content rich with takeaways of things that you will accomplish during that day. It would be an extra fee. That's through Simple Growth. Mike Callahan is organizing all of that. And so he'll have more details, but I just want to let you know that for planning purposes. Then that Thursday night is kind of our unofficial kickoff for the conference. We have some charter buses rented, and we're going to be picked up at the hotel, and we'll go on charter buses about a 30-minute ride over to Tybee Island, and we're going to eat at this place called the Crab Shack. Now, I'm not a seafood lover, and I have to tell you, for you people who are not seafood lovers, there's not a huge selection of non-seafood, but I mean, I can always find something to eat. And I don't sell it that great, because if you don't eat seafood, I don't know that it's wonderful. But if you like crab and fried seafood and shrimp and all that, then it's great. But I still love going there because their tagline is where the elite eat in their bare feet. And it's just that kind of place. You know, it's fun. It's touristy. We'll have drinks. That's why we're taking the charter bus. And then the charter bus will bring us back to the hotel, and we'll get ready for an early morning starting on Friday. And on Friday, the 22nd, I don't know if it's 8 or 9 yet, but we'll have an early start, and we've got a keynote speaker who speaks professionally. He's going to be speaking for 2 hours about sales and consistency. And then we have great speakers lined up all day on Friday and Saturday. And then Saturday night, we end with an optional after party. And again, if you've never been to our conference, our sessions are great. We work really hard during the day, but we play hard too, and we have a great time. And so I would say the quality-driven conferences are as much about fun as it is about really learning things. So don't get me wrong. People always say, I hear all the time, that this is the best conference they go to. And it's not just about the fun. They really learn things, because I don't want you to waste your money. I want you to really have some takeaways, but then also have a very memorable event, networking and having fun with your peers that are in the maid service, lawn care, and window cleaning world. So the after party, we are going to do those, it's called Slow Ride, those big bicycles that seat about 15 people. And I expect that we'll have a good 5 or 6 of those bicycles going through historic Savannah. The first thing that we'll do is go eat and have a couple drinks at this place called the Trailer Hitch. And it's Southern comfort food, upscale cocktails. You know, it's a fun place to go in one of the main streets in Savannah Historic District. And then we'll walk over, or if you need to, you can take an Uber over to the Savannah Slow Ride, and that's where we'll get on the bikes. And I want to say that takes an hour and a half to 2 hours, and you pedal the bikes through downtown, and it's kind of a pub crawl, but they're going to do a ghost history tour as we're on the bikes as well. So it'll be a ton of fun. There's limitless things to do in Savannah. And like I say, just the feel of it. And for you all that are really into drinking, and you can walk around, it's an open container law there, which I just mentioned it as in, it is a party town, but it's a very scenic and food town too. So there's something for everybody. So I'd love for you to join us. If this is your first conference, it's a great one to come to. And I think that people would tell you that have come in the past, because we just pull you in, welcome you. And because we're a small group, you feel very much a part of everything going on. So I hope you join us. And we'll talk to you soon.